Are you a green card holder or on a US visa? You could now be deported for things that used to be minor warnings, like a missed tax filing or being unemployed for just 60 days. New 2025 rules just changed everything, and most people don't even know it yet. This could affect your legal status, your job, even your family's future. Don't wait, this is urgent. Let's start with the core of the issue. Under new enforcement guidelines announced in mid-2025, the Department of Homeland Security has expanded the list of offenses and conditions that could trigger deportation proceedings. This applies not just to undocumented immigrants, but also to legal residents, including green card holders and individuals on work, student, or family visas. One of the most alarming parts of the update? Minor legal infractions, things that used to result in a fine or a warning, can now be grounds for removal from the country. That includes offenses like DUI charges, unpaid taxes, expired driver's licenses, and in some cases, even prolonged unemployment while on a work visa. Yes, you heard that right. If you're on an H-1B, F-1, or any employment-based visa, and you've been out of work longer than 60 days without updating your immigration status or filing for a change, you could be flagged for deportation. That's a massive shift from previous policy, which allowed far more leeway in those situations. And it's not just employment issues. Green card holders who leave the U.S. for extended periods, more than 6 months at a time, without proper reentry documentation, or who fail to file taxes in the U.S. while living abroad, are now being flagged as abandoning permanent residency. That can lead to denial of reentry or even loss of your green card status altogether. What's causing all this? The changes appear to be part of a broader political crackdown on immigration compliance framed as a push for national security and legal accountability. But critics argue it's disproportionately affecting long-term residents and legal immigrants who have contributed to American society for years. So, what can you do right now to protect yourself? First, check your immigration status immediately. Make sure all documents are current and valid, especially your visa expiration date, I-94 records, work authorizations, and tax filings. Even a small discrepancy can be a red flag under the new system. Second, avoid any legal trouble, no matter how minor. Traffic offenses, missed court dates, or unpaid fines can now trigger reviews of your immigration file. If you're facing any legal issues, consult an immigration attorney as soon as possible. Third, if you've been out of work on a work visa or had extended stays outside the U.S. on a green card, you need to speak to a licensed immigration professional right away. They can help you file for extensions, reentry permits, or adjust your status before it becomes a bigger issue. It's also smart to keep a paper trail of employment history, tax filings, legal compliance, and any communications with USCIS or ICE. In a worst-case scenario, having documentation could be the difference between staying and getting removed. Now, let's talk about who's most at risk. The most vulnerable groups right now include green card holders with long absences from the U.S., H-1B holders between jobs or nearing the 60-day unemployment limit, F-1 students working off campus without prior authorization, visa holders who have unknowingly overstayed or failed to update their records. This isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to inform and empower you. You have options, but the window to act is narrowing. To summarize, the 2025 immigration enforcement rules have made it easier than ever for legal residents to fall out of compliance and face removal. Stay informed, stay proactive, and don't wait until you receive a notice in the mail. Your future in the U.S. could depend on what you do right now. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for ongoing immigration updates, and drop your questions in the comments. I'll be monitoring them closely and answering as many as I can.